This is my answer to everything.
How you guys doing today? Bob LaChance, Chris the Drummer Bowes from this week's Pre-Foreclosure Tip of the Week from PreforeclosureDailyGrind.com. This week we have some good stuff. We have a lot of tips that we're going to give you. First one we're going to talk about is Citi Mortgage and how they outsource some of their short sales to a third-party negotiator. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Secondly, we're going to talk about how we resurrected a deal with Chase first position and American General second position when they sent their debt, this being the second position loan, to the recovery department. We're going to go over that deal and how we actually resurrected it and closed it within 24 hours. Chris did a great job there.
Working.
Yep. And we're also going to give you a little tip from our buddy at Countrywide, which I know she's watching these videos. How you doing? We love you. You and your husband, how you doing? But anyway, we're going to go over how their loss mitigation department, they talk within their department, and how they will blacklist you as either an investor or an agent if you're, quite frankly, a jackass.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so we'll go over that in a bit too. But first, let's talk about Citi Mortgage. What company and what loans do they outsource?
It's a company called Home Telos, and they are outsourcing right now some of their Fannie Mae stuff. So if you have a loan with Citi Mortgage that's backed by Fannie Mae, quite possibly it'll go over to this company, Home Telos.
Which is a good thing because obviously they're not inundated by dealing with different investors that we're working on. So they'll probably just be servicing, or they will be just servicing the Fannie Mae loans. So hopefully this is going to be a lot quicker for all of us negotiating short sales.
Exactly.
Yep. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, a deal we just got closed. When was it?
Friday.
Yeah, we actually got paid yesterday.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, but anyway, this deal was a unique one. And Chris is going to go over the details of this one.
Surely. First mortgage with Chase. Second mortgage, as we said in the intro, American General. This one was a fun one because we had a couple different offers that we were working with. The first offer got approved at both banks, and due to some septic issues, we lost that buyer.
So the septic system, which repair credit we were actually trying to get from the first mortgage, which was here in the Northeast, we have septic systems, which is the waste, where all the waste goes, all the you know
Right.
what waste is.
Right.
Go ahead.
All that good stuff,
Yeah.
or not. Second offer came in, got that one reapproved again. Now, just one thing before I went to resubmit this second offer, spoke with the first negotiator that had approved the first offer, and basically just said, listen, if this buyer's obviously we're gonna lose this buyer here. They're walking due to the septic. If I get another offer in, are you planning on keeping this file open? Can you keep this file open? Can I send this offer right to you? Just so that we can save time, get it right in, get it right set to review right away. And because we had been working on the first offer about 2 or 3 months, probably about 2.5 months, was able to build some rapport with him. Show him that. I know what I'm talking about. I've done a few of these. I understand the game. I understand how everything works on your side of the fence. And he was more than willing, and he's just said, when you get another offer in, I'll keep the file on my desk, and I will make sure that it gets sent in, and I'll either review it myself or make sure it gets right over to the new negotiator.
That's a huge takeaway right there. Chris, number one, he built this guy's trust and rapport, and he knows he's not a fly by the pants or fly the night negotiator. So he kept the file with him, which is huge, which is absolutely huge, because you hear a lot of people in the industry complaining that, hey, they closed my file right away. Chris is very good at keeping those files open because he does build the proper rapport, and they understand that our company is a great company and work our butt off for the lenders, right, and for obviously real estate agents and investors, whoever we're doing short sales for or with. We actually keep, and we're very, very reputable in the industry. And Chris does a great job at that.
Exactly. I just do what I be friendly with them, make their job as easy as possible, and they're more than willing to then in turn help me out in a way like that. So
that's a good takeaway. How about the second mortgage? What happened there?
Second mortgage, we had approval there. The file got right at the 11th hour. The file got sent to their recovery department,
which happens probably to a lot of you guys out there.
Right, and I obviously I explained that to the attorneys and to the agents. I said this is the type of thing that I've seen tons of times, and so for this to happen, and of course to happen at an inconvenient time, no real surprise, but what it basically did was this was like on a Thursday that this happened, or Wednesday I think, of a given week, and we wanted to close this thing up by, as we said, last Friday. So I had about 24 hours to try to get the reapproval from a different department to be able to allow this to close on Friday. And so essentially what I did was, my big selling point to them was, here's the deal, I've already got $2,000 on the HUD that the first is approved. That's over 10% of your principal, because the principal is about 17 grand.
Yep.
Already got that allotted for you, and this file, I've been in contact every day, 5 times a day with these attorneys this week. This thing will close on Friday, you know, and I knew it would.
So the big thing is Chris told them that it will close on that Friday, so they're going to get their money right away. That's huge.
Instantly, and that was the selling point. And I actually had come back. This is like when this thing is within probably 20 minutes of wanting to close.
Yeah.
And she came back, my girl over at AM General came back, and she was like, listen, now they're saying they want $5 grand, and I was like, well, I mean, then you guys probably will lose this buyer, you guys won't get paid. You know, again, you're getting over 10%. Is there any way that we can work this for the two? And obviously, you know, you guys are, you know, you saw the prom note, so.
So you had your girlfriend there at AM General help you out. No, but that's a good takeaway though, because Chris, again, I know we keep talking about rapport, but our whole business is rapport. So Chris built a rapport with his loss mitigator at AM General,
and I knew that I was going to be able to back up what I was telling her in this case, because, you know, this was a neat situation where, you know, I told her, I said, this thing's going to close on Friday. You'll have your money by Monday.
Okay.
And that was exactly, you know, not only did it close on Friday, but I was able to call her back and say, just in case you want to double check on it and go to your management, so that, you know, you don't look like an idiot that this thing didn't close on Friday. Here's the tracking number, and here's the company that's shipping it to you guys.
So that, and we'll wrap this up here too, but that is a way right there. That's another good tip there on how to build rapport and have a second mortgage loss mitigator work with you once the loan is sold to a recovery department, to work with you for them to get their money.
Right.
Okay, that's a great tip. Final tip of the day. We already brought this up. Okay, our countrywide rep that we talk about all the time, which is fantastic. She just informed Chris also that they talk within their department. Okay, so if you are, like I said before, and I don't want to say this out loud, but if you're a jackass and you're very stern in the way you demand, and you're very demanding, guess what? They could blacklist you. Okay, they could blacklist you. And this particular person was actually an agent.
Yeah, agent investor, I think.
Agent/investor that was very sketchy to put. So just make sure you guys represent yourself the proper way. Okay, that's very important. And we're going to wrap it up here, but just to let everybody know, we're developing a new site called Short Sale Daily News. It's going to have daily news on the short sale industry, and it's also going to have all resources, whether it's direct mail leads, whether it's a CRM, whether it's an online management tool like ManageMyShortSale.com that's going to help you guys boost your business. So again, it's ShortSaleDailyNews.com. Go check it out. Okay, we're going to have all of our short sale, our pre-foreclosure daily grind videos on there. And also we're going to have articles from contributing editors. If anyone wants to be a contributing editor, just email me or just respond. Contact us on our site on ShortSaleDailyNews.com or PreforeclosureDailyGrind.com. All right, you guys have a fantastic week. That's this week's PreforeclosureDailyGrind.com tip of the week.
This is my